It's Week 7 of the NFL, and our focus is on Kadarius Toney. He made some history last week, passing Flipper Anderson's 1989 mark of 336 yards. It's the Chiefs and the Texans coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They go again with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week. 7 carries, 58 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, but I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Escapes the defender. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Here's Pierce. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board for... the road in Kansas City. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kadarius Toney is intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away their timing.
The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That went into the hands of Toney downfield. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Into a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard. Prescott yet again. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, Prescott. They're going right back to Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Open man downfield, that's Toney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Prescott over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline, Kadarius Toney, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting right.
There he goes, right side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds, down inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down, Prescott. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Pittman, 34 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taken at about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 78 yards. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
There he goes left side. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 75 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell from 10 yards out. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Prescott on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 48 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Caught left side by Mechie.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Now Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Prescott.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his heart. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now a throw here to his running back. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 46 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Now Prescott.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Dak. Finding Pittman.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Prescott.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here's 1st down.
One last shot now for Prescott. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.